Okay, so again, there is another person there. Hey,
Yes.
Ray,
What's up?
how are you?
I'm fine. How's it going?
Great, waiting for you. We talk a lot about our lives and everything while you were connecting.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to do something. I get away from my dad to bring up something, but he hasn't come yet. So maybe I have to get up and go get it.
Okay, no problem. So we already start. So we started with the introduction of the topic, which is gonna be the session number 4. I will share with both of you my screen. Let me know if you can see the content. Let me check this. Okay, can you see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So, gentlemen, today we are going to work on our session number 4, which is based on describing places, right? So, can you tell me,
Uh-huh.
according to what you have learned or you worked always, how can you describe a place, or which are the most important components you can use to describe a place? Who wants to start?
Describe,
Tell me
describe a
the general,
place.
general idea to describe a place. Which are the most important components you have to take into account to do it?
A place like a building or exactly like a park
Imagine
or
a city, a town, an outdoor.
uh, well, I guess I don't know. If it's like a city, I mean like the size of the city. Like
Mhm.
if it's a big city or a small one, if it has a lot of tall buildings, streets, and like that. Actually, I haven't thought that. I mean, describing a city or something like that. I mean, usually it's like buildings or specific places, like park or something like that, a museum or something.
Okay, great. Thanks. Leo, what do you think about it?
Okay, I don't know, but when it comes to a city, you could, for example, be focused on describe about the culture
Mhm.
or maybe some kind of historical monuments. You could talk about people's behavior,
And
Cool.
like there are people and stuff like that.
everything related to culture. Uh,
Cultural aspects.
yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So basically, we focus all the time to try to describe, sorry, as detailed as possible, right? Something that you can contextualize the person into the place itself, right? You think about, okay, let's think about the physical aspect of the city, as Ray mentioned, and also to combine with the behavioral, psychological, and cultural perspective of the city. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
do we agree?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So, according to that, the ideas you have right now, I will present to you some vocabulary as introduction. We try to learn new words. If you don't remember some of them, we have a little synonym in front of it, right? So we are gonna check these words previously to start working on our chat. So, remote. As I suppose you remember, remote, it is a synonym of far, a place which is um, away from the place we are at the moment. No problem with that one?
Yep.
yeah, no
Okay.
problem.
Picturesque. Leo, could you please describe picturesque? What is
Uh,
that word, or what that word means?
Picturesque is could be
Mm-hmm.
uh, something that is very colorful, that is very um, striking.
Mm-hmm. All
Yeah, I
right.
tried to find some words that are different from those that
From the
we
others.
know.
All right, all right. So yeah, all right. That is a colorful place. Something you you can see like amazing things, something that you are not commonly seeing. Yes, around.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Unspoiled is the third one. Unspoiled. Ray, can you describe it to me, please?
Unspoiled is like something that hasn't been destroyed, like to build something different, like parking lots and malls and that kind of stuff. Like the great walls of China and the pyramids, stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah, sure. So in that way, the word refers to a place which is has a cultural value for people, so they cannot destroy it as we have it in the synonym, and
Pretty
people
important.
really loved to show right about their city. Cool. The other one, quaint. Later, quaint. What do you remember? What do you know about quaint?
Quaint.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the first time I heard that word says unusual attractive. I think it's more like something that it's surprisingly attractive. Like you wouldn't expect that would be that attractive. Something
Mm-hmm.
maybe, I don't know, art.
Like an art place. Okay,
Like
okay. Something that you said, really, we have in here. I never thought about it. Yes, it is something that you cannot usually see around. There is something different from the other. Can you think about a
Okay.
place like that?
I don't know, but it comes to my mind in
Mm-hmm.
terms we talk about culture that sometimes what we think is beautiful in a specific place,
Mm-hmm.
it is not in another country. For example, people who are living like natives and they consider that when you have many kind of, I don't know how to say collar. In this moment, I forgot this word.
Place.
What?
Necklace.
Okay, yeah, necklace. When they have many necklaces uh, on the neck, they are beautiful. But I have seen some kind of pictures related to some women, which consider that the more necklaces they have on their neck, the more beautiful they are. So you know that if uh, we analyze this kind of human beings, we are going to think that they're wrong. This is very unusual for us. For us, the concept of beauty is very different from what they have.
Cool. Yeah. Actually, I had one of my sessions, my previous sessions, talking about that specific case, as Leo mentioned, which we have different concept of beauty, right? So as you mentioned, we have the people who had, or women in general, because there is just for women, necklace, or some others which use some plates into the lips. Remember that one? And for example, in China, they use, or they used to use, because right now it's, I suppose there is something not too good for women to use the shoes, very small shoes, which men believed the smaller the
they
feet
look
they
hot.
have, they were, like better um, housewives and those things. So yeah, it's more about cultural aspects, right? They think in general they have another perspective of our culture. So yes, it is quaint aspects, right? Something that you said, well, we cannot do it right now, or we couldn't do it because there is our different culture. But in general, they have their own perspective about beauty. So that is a cool um, comment you're doing at the moment. Okay, let's continue with some vocabulary. Secluded. What do you remember? How can you describe secluded, Leonardo?
Uh, is when we are talking about a place which is far from a specific I don't know how to say. It's when we're talking about the place which is far away from. It could be a community or a city.
Okay.
So basically, a
So,
place you can reach that easily.
okay, you cannot reach easily. So it means that is a synonym of remote, as you are saying.
Yeah, it could be possible.
Okay. So isolated. How can we think about an isolated place? Can you give an example about it? No? Some of you? Anyone?
I don't know, the Lost City, that counts? I mean, if it's lost, it's in the name.
Yeah.
So
Lost
it might
City.
be isolated.
Where is it? Where is it located?
What?
The Lost City. Where is
Yeah.
it located?
Well, this is in the name, it's the Lost City, so I assume it has to get there. If it has to get there, then it's isolated.
I mean, but there is a lost city called Lost City in Colombia. Do you remember where it is?
No.
Actually, I have no idea.
No? I am not sure, but I know there
I'm
is.
just assuming by the name.
Yeah. Well, I think, or I have heard some people to say that is in the south of the country. I don't know if it is near to Nariño or something like that. It will be possible, but I'm not sure about it, really. Okay, next word. We have ancient, which is very common for us, which represents historical value in that case. Sleepy, which is not active, a city which is very, very calmed. And another one, there is dodgy. Dodgy represents, or it goes to a place which is a very dangerous place, right? It is dirt, it is a little forgotten place, right? Have you heard about dodgy before?
No.
I heard Dodge, but not dodgy.
Cool. So we have
from a place.
One new word today. Shabby. Shabby, which is similar to ancient. It is an old-fashioned place. And city, which refers to unsafe or risky place, right? City and dodgy are synonym, but in that case, city refer also to the, how we can say that, like illegal activities you can find into the place, you know. And dodgy, well, goes also with the people, right, in general, but not really about the situations which happen into the place. Yes?
Yeah.
Yep, you get it?
Yep.
Cool. Crowded, well, that is, as you know, many people around. Bustling, which is an active, alive, noisy, or busy place. Can you tell me an example for Boston? Sorry.
A mall.
A mall.
So yeah, mall is a good example. I mean, there's a lot of people going around there buying stuff, making a lot of noise, like the Carrefour or the Éxito, stuff like that at malls.
Cool. All right, and let's see another one. Polluted, we have, which is similar to contaminated. Touristic, when you have a lot of visitors or foreign people around. Cosmopolitan, which refers not only the big buildings and those things we got, but also the multicultural aspect. You can find people from all over the world. Attractive, which is lovely or beautiful, and dull, which refers to a calm place, which sometimes goes to the boring side. Yes. In that case, we have sleepy and dull are kind of synonyms. Remember that. Ancient and shabby, we have also some synonyms. Remote, which is a synonym of secluded, and dodgy and seedy, right? City, remember, also refers to illegal activities into the place. Questions for this part, gentlemen?
No.
No problem?
No, but maybe can you provide this screenshot after finishing the class, please?
Sure, no
Yeah,
problem. I will
could
do
be
it.
cool.
Okay, perfect. So now, describing places components. As you mentioned at the beginning, we have to take into account some specific things at the moment of describing to contextualize the person, right? So we are going to just focus on 4 of them, which is the location, people, climate or weather, and the tourist attractions you can find in there. Okay? Location. What comes to your mind if you want to describe the location itself? How can you describe the location?
Exact location, like when someone has an address or something like that.
Yeah, but imagine if the person doesn't know exactly the address or they don't know the city. Let's imagine you want to describe.
So I can use checkpoints like go to this place and and then turn left or something like that. So
Yeah,
like
well, more than giving directions, because let's imagine you are not in the place. You just want the person to imagine the place, right? Let's see, New York. How can you describe New York if you don't know New York or if the other person doesn't know New York?
well, I'd say it's something like it's a big noisy city full of people, mostly rude people, screaming all the time, and it's really bright at night.
Well, but you're going to another different description, no? Because there is more cultural aspects or people
Yeah, they
aspects.
really like hot dogs.
That is a good one. But how can you describe the location of a place, Leo? Tell me
Yeah.
what you're going to use in that way.
As we were talking about before, maybe if you ask me about New York, I could say that, well, not only does New York have skyscrapers, but also when you go to the south of New York, you could find some important attractions, just like ta 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 ta. If you go to the north, you could find, for example, the Carnegie Hall. And for example, there is an important place in New York that is the Fifth Avenue. And if you try to go for a stroll in that place, you could see that there is such a wide attractions that you could find for free, something like that. I don't know.
Cool. Yeah, there is when you have to evoke all the information you get about some cities, right? If you don't know the place or that person doesn't know the place, you have to locate according to is how we can say it, a spatial context. So you can say, oh, New York is located in USA, where it is one of the most famous place because of the I don't know, Central Park, which is located in the center of New York, and blah blah blah. Yeah, so you are going to evoke all the physical aspects of the place, right? More than the attractions or people, you have to be careful to describe, as you mentioned before, the cardinal points are very important in that case, right? To contextualize a person. Okay, let's see another component. People, that is what Ray was mentioned about. People can be described by the number of people who are living in there and what they do. Basically, the general cultural beliefs they have, right? What kind of adjectives you can use to describe people?
Oof, there's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Some of them.
some of them are, like I said, noisy, maybe rude,
Mm-hmm.
maybe nice. I don't know. There's a lot of people, maybe. Uh, I mean, it's people in general, right? No, not like specific people. Huh?
Yeah, so you can describe general people, but making a generalization of a place, right?
Yeah.
So,
For
for
example,
example,
if a city has like the reputation of being filled with, rude people, it's obviously you can say, there's rude people there. They're
okay,
rude.
how can you describe, Ray? How can you describe Latin American people?
Ooh, that's a tough question. I mean, it's different. For example, if you ask me, see Latin American, but from Colombia, but what part of Colombia? If the coastline, like we, I mean, is there a word for costeño?
Excuse me?
Is there even a word for costeño? I mean,
No, really. Actually, there is like
there's not, right?
no, no, no. There is the north. No, we have to use the cardinal points for using that, like the north people or the south people.
Well, let's say the north because that's like the most popular part of the coast side of Colombia. Well,
Mm-hmm.
let's say
Coast.
coast. Well, let's say, for example, people from Santa Marta, from the coast, they are famous for being, let's say, lazy and happy, and they like to drink a lot. I mean, I'm from there, I know. So, yeah, that's how you will describe somewhere. I mean, the people from that exact place. But you say Colombia in general, it depends on the area.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. When it comes to people's behavior, there are so many things that you have to take into account. Uh, for example, the climate, the weather. People who live in a hot weather, they are going to be outgoing, they're going to be open, but at the same time, they're going to be lazy. As is, what's your name?
Ray,
Sorry,
Ray. My name is Ray. Ray.
can you?
Ray.
No, I didn't understand. Sorry, pardon.
Ray Cabana. Ray. I mean,
Ray.
like, yeah.
Okay, as Ray says, because of the weather, because it's very hot. So people tend to be sometimes aggressive. They don't care about what people think. This is what I could find in the place where I live. I live in San Luis de Gaceno. Here it is in Boyacá, but the weather is so hot. And sometimes it's more than 34 degrees. It's hotter than Santa Marta or Cartagena.
Really?
So it's incredible that although I live in Boyacá, there is a place which is very hot. And this fact has an important change in people. So they tend to be not only outgoing, but also they had a hot temper. And sometimes you have to take care of people who you are getting along because maybe you could be in trouble.
Look at
But
this.
when you are living, if you are living in a cold place, such as in Tunja, in this moment when I am now, when I am living now, people is totally different in terms of behavior. They tend to be more calm, and they don't like to wear as people who are living in a hot weather. In a hot weather. Um, I prefer uh, Tunja's Tunja's people's behavior because maybe I am in that way. I am a little bit introvert, more calm. Maybe the thing that I could put into consideration is the fact that I have been able to learn from that culture. I mean, the place where I'm living now. I have learned to be more open because of living with those people. As I told you before, they're very open, they are very outgoing. So they taught me in order to, I don't know, to express the ideas that they feel about something.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so basically you are adapted now to the cultural behavior of the places you are living in, right? So it is kind of difficult when you are coming from a different place to try to be part of that cultural context, right? So I understand it is kind of difficult for you, but now you are trying to mix a little bit with these people, right? Cool. Okay, people, let's continue. So now the weather. How can you describe the weather conditions when you are in a specific place or when you are not in a specific place? Can you tell me an example?
Attitude, maybe.
Mm-hmm. How come?
Shanghai is that town, that country above the sea, stuff like that.
Okay. Ray, tell me an example. How can you describe weather conditions in a place when the person is not familiarized with that?
Well, you can start describing the temperature. If the place is hot, you say it's kind of warm, or it tends to rain, or it's cold. Stuff like that.
Cool. Yeah.
Kind of simple.
Tell me.
What?
You say something else?
No, it's just simple. You just describe if it's hot, if it's cold, if it rains, snows. It's kind of something simple. Simple like that.
All right. So finally, we got tourist attractions. How can you describe tourist attraction to make it more interesting for people? Leo.
You could talk about some historical monuments. For example, here in Tunja, there are some important places that are related to those times where Colombia was conquered by the Spaniards. So you could take these people to the places in order for them to be attracted, to be keen on these places. And I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, so the idea is to use the most adjectives you can to describe maybe how amazing those places are. So use different like extraordinary, amazing, astoundingly, strikingly, right? So you got a lot of words you can use to describe the attractions to make them more important. In that case. Okay. According to this, I will give you some expressions which we're going to use in the last part, which is the evaluation part. So I need you to take into account these expressions at the moment of expressing yourself, okay? So we got, for describing a place, we need to use some specific ones. We have the first one, which is it offers, if you want to talk about specific places, cultural places, or the attractions we were talking about, yes?
Like, it offers a nice spot to rest.
For example, that will be a nice one. The second one, the views are, if you refer, of course, about the physical aspect of the place, right? If you are, I don't know, near to a shore, you can describe the sea view, right? Or if you have only concrete streets, how can you describe them to make them amazing for people? The third one, it says you shouldn't miss, right? Which refers to advices, to say, hey, you need to go to this place, right? To get the cultural aspect of the city. The atmosphere refers to the, how we can say, the general components, which refers to the place, right? Not only the weather conditions, but also infers also the cultural, physical, behavioral aspect of the place. So you can say the atmosphere is mystical, or it's amazing because of people, because of the place, right?
Like
so
how it feels in general.
Exactly, in general thing. The other one is it's located in, which refers to the location itself when you want to specify maybe the cardinal points. It's far away from, if you have another reference point, if you don't know exactly the general place. For example, if you want to talk about Tunja, you can say, hey, it's far away from Medellin city because it's on the other side, or it's in the south, or something like that, right? What I don't like about it is In that case, is when you are giving your point of view, your perspective about the place, right? In this case, negative aspects. And affirmative form or positive aspect, you can say the good thing about this place is, and mention it according to the places, or if you have something about behavior. A popular tourist attraction is, we compliment. It's popular with tourists because you're giving reasons, maybe the activities people can do there, right? Another one, it's well known for, which it is famous about. It's possible to, when you want to describe the activities you can do in there, like it's possible to practice snorkeling, for example, in Santa Marta, if you want to describe it. Yes? It's got, or it has got, which is possible to connect with it offers, right? It's another possible expression similar to that.
So you can use either of them.
Excuse me?
We can use either of them. It's got or it offers.
Exactly. Both of them. You can see, which refers to the physical aspect, and it's close to, referring also to the location, right? When you want to look, contextualize the person a little bit more. So don't forget to use these expressions at the moment of the final evaluation, right? Stage. Okay, questions on this part?
Nope.
No.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to have 5 different possible description of famous places. I need you please to help me out to read it. And if we have any question or something, let me know after the reading, okay? So we got Venice. Ray, can you please start reading Venice?
Okay. Venice is the most beautiful city in the world, and the only one that can truly be described as unique. Each building is a work of art, with their beauty enhanced when reflected on the canals and that cross the city. But what?
Continue.
Yeah. Its magical scenery is fascinating and breathtaking at first sight, evoking the feeling and entering the setting of a real-life fairy tale.
Real life retail. Okay, so we got here some words, no? Like beautiful, unique, magical, fascinating, and breathtaking. Questions about those? No.
No.
No problem? Cool.
No. I'm assuming breathtaking is like takes your breath away, like something amazing.
Something extraordinary. You say, I can't believe it. Sure. That is one of the exaggerating descriptions, no? The adjectives we have in that way. Cool. Leito, could you please read the second one?
What's the second one?
Amsterdam.
Okay. Each of the thousands of buildings that line Amsterdam's main canals can be classified as a monument, beautifully kept as apartments, offices, cafes, and restaurants. They form an aesthetic uniformity that make the city one of the most captivating in the world. An amazing place of bridges and bikes crossing canals, picturesque cobble streets, and striking, elegant architecture.
Very good. Excellent. So here we complement a little bit more. You got aesthetic, captivating, amazing, picturesque, and striking, elegant. No? One is the adverb, which is striking, and the other is the adjective, which is elegant. So you can make the description bigger, no? In that way, like using an adverb and after an adjective. So you make magnificent the description you are doing, right? It is another possibility when you said extraordinarily
phenomenal.
Nominal, yeah. So you are making bigger than it is, right? Any question about these words? No problem.
No.
Okay. Ray.
Cobbled? I don't know what it is.
It is when the streets are not with concrete, they have like bricks on the floor.
Oh, that's new.
That's it. Okay, next one, Ray. Prague.
Oh, Prague? Prague? How do
Prague.
you spell that?
Prague.
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 Prague. Prague is known as the city of the thousand spires because of its profusion of grand, beauty-preserved historical monuments, dating from practically every period in history. Those spires are best admired from the bridges that cross the Vltava?
I will say that it's
Vltava?
Vltava, but I'm not sure because there is like a Russian word. So I'm sorry, Russian. It's not my
Across the Vltava River, especially from the magnificent Charles Bridge or standing in the stunningly beautiful Old Town Square.
So again, we have here adverbs connected with adjectives to make them bigger, right? So questions: grand, beautifully preserved, stunningly beautiful. Problems with that one? Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Leo, Rio.
Okay. There are those who say God created the world in 6 days and devoted the seventh to Rio. The city is indeed blessed with one of the most stunning settings in the world, making it the most naturally attractive city in the world. Green, tropical, luxuriance mixes with the blue of the ocean and the brightness of the sand at the beaches, providing this is indeed the marvelous city, as locals call it.
Perfect. So stunning, attractive, and marvelous. We got it.
Spectacular.
Excuse me?
When something is spectacular, when something is very beautiful.
Perfect. Yes, it is. Right. So, any problem with these ones? 3 more? No?
Nope.
And finally, we have Lisbon, Ray.
Okay. Magnificently sited on a series of hills running down to the Grand Tagus River, Lisbon is one of the world's most scenic cities. Beautiful, unexpected views are found at every turn down its colorful, picturesque streets, and especially from strategically placed viewpoints or terraces at the top of each hill. The city has an polished, seductive appearance.
Perfect. So we got magnificently sight, unexpected views, colorful and picturesque, and polished and seductive. So, any question from these ones? Do you remember all of them?
Yep.
All right.
But unpolished, when does a city is unpolished? When? I mean, how is a city unpolished?
When you want to express that has a lot of cultural kind things, like places, like something that is not it is not modern, you know. Something when let's see, for example, the San Felipe's castle, right, isn't polished, is rustic, but it is has the cultural value of the place. Will be similar to the first word we were working on, which is ancient or unspoiled, right? It is kind of a synonym of both of them. Unpolished, rustic, but in a good way, right?
In a good way, okay.
Yeah, kind of a classical feel.
Like a classical thing. Thank you very much. Yes, there is another one. Okay, so we have more vocabulary. We can connect with the first ones. And remember to use the expressions at the moment of using your descriptions, okay? Let me, sorry, a little pause because some students are talking to me because they have the class with me at 9. Sorry. All right, so to practice a little bit the vocabulary we already learned, we are going to have a little game, all right? Like a matching game. Let me find them. we are going to have 8 different words which are connecting with the vocabulary I presented at the beginning of the class, and you are going to have only 10 tries, right? I mean, we cannot make more than 10 mistakes, right?
Yep.
Okay, so what is the idea? We are going to connect the description, and we are going to connect with the image, which drives the word I told you before. Yes? Can you see the images?
Barely.
Okay, I will try to help you because they uploaded in a small size. So I will help you maybe if you need some description of the picture, maybe to connect with the terms and definitions, okay? So we connect these definitions with this with this picture, sorry, and finally you have to tell me what is the word you think they are referring about.
Okay.
Correct?
I guess I got one actually.
Okay, cool.
The second from last one to the second from the
Wait, we're gonna go
picture.
one by one, so you have to tell me which you want to connect with, okay?
Yeah.
So we make it organized. So, the first one is beautiful because it has not been changed or damaged by people. So we got 8 different pictures, sorry. Which one do you think it is the one connecting with that? It's beautiful and it has not been changed or damaged by people.
Okay, the 7th one.
That
Let's see.
one?
That one.
Leo?
I think it's that one. I think.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I'm with him.
Okay, so the first one with the 7th one. Let's see. Yes, it is perfect. And what is the word we have for describing it?
Something. It was.
Only one word, remember. According to the vocabulary we saw before.
It was antique.
No.
Think what the word. Oh.
Good memory.
I had it. It had a Q. It had a Q.
Yeah. No.
No? Shit.
Leo, any help?
No, I can't remember off the top of my head. No, I don't know.
I had it.
Injured or damaged. That is something loved by people. They never damaged because it's cultural value.
Unspoiled. That was the word.
Yes, it is. Spoiled. Very good. Excellent. We got one. Now, the second one. Not interested. Excuse me?
What's the word? What was the word?
Unspoiled.
Unspoiled.
Like spoiled, but not actually.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, let's see the second one.
Okay.
Not interesting or exciting in any way.
That's rude.
Which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 8. Not interesting or exciting in any way.
I'd like to say the first one because for what I can see is like a boring building.
Yeah, I will connect the first statement. I will connect the first statement with the something particular interesting.
The first one with the second one, Leo?
No, with the first one. With the first one.
What?
Oh, wait. Give me a second. Definition. The second definition with?
The second statement, I will connect it. I will link to the first one, to the first image.
So the same Ray says, right?
Yeah, it doesn't have anything special.
Yeah, it looks like a damaged building and stuff.
Okay, I will connect it. And it's not.
I can barely see what it is.
That is a building with all graffitis. Yes, the first one.
Are those graffitis really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was something like
They have some balcony, but they are like kind of destroying. They are almost damaged.
a really old building.
A really, really old building, and it's kind of lonely.
But not the one that's, but not the kind of one that gets considered historic and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Any other you want to connect?
Nothing interesting, I think. The third one.
The third one.
Yeah, it's like a gray city filled with like mist. Is that mist?
Yeah. What do you think?
Looks boring as hell.
Let's try it with this one. Yay, you got it. That is the intention of the gray colors.
Yeah.
Actually, I tried to put it.
There's no colors, it's boring. Simple.
Boring, yes. But there is a synonym of boring we can use at the moment. Remember which one?
No.
Something boring, calm.
Dull.
Dull, perfect. Yes, it is. So we got the other word, yeah? Dull. Next one. Oh, sorry, that is not the word. The third one, attractive in appearance, especially in an old-fashioned way. Attractive in appearance, especially in old-fashioned way. We got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 8.
Quaint.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Totally sure?
Quaint.
Attractive in appearance, especially in old-fashioned way. Well, tell me the picture. Well,
the picture, I guess. Sixth one. I think it's the sixth one. I see. I don't know. See, it's colorful.
It's different from the others, and No.
Ah, come on.
Old-fashioned way.
I don't know. Maybe
old-fashioned way.
Excuse me?
I don't know what the old-fashioned way is.
The second one.
Oh, it is an old-fashioned way, Leo. This one?
The second. No, sorry, the first one.
There are many people around. The first one.
Oh, that sounds like attractive at all.
Attractive in appearance. I don't think there is attractive. Remember, there is a lot of, well, there are a lot of graffitis, balcony almost destroyed. That is a boring place. I don't know. I don't think it is attractive.
No. Let's say the fifth one.
The fifth one, yeah.
God, that landscape looks cool on the clouds. Yeah. Are those buildings behind those clouds, right?
Yep.
That looks attractive.
That is okay. I can say there is an individual perspective of beauty. You say there is no.
Come on.
2 less. So we got 8 possible mistakes. No more?
Yeah. I mean,
old-fashioned. So it means that no buildings because.
No buildings.
Right. Old-fashioned.
What are those things covered in sand?
This one?
Yeah, what is that?
There is kind of cabins.
So that counts as buildings?
And there is a shore around. We have like a sea or, I don't know, a lake. But they are like a poor cabins.
What about the last one?
The last one. The last one, you have a canal. You have like what we said before, the bricks on the streets, colorful, no buildings, a little tree, like a purple tree.
It's hard. You say no buildings, so
Attractive.
I think the fourth one. I
This
mean,
one?
it's a beach. It can be more. Huh?
Which one?
In the fourth one,
Fourth.
attracting appearance, especially in an old-fashioned way. Yeah, fourth. I mean, it's a beach. It can. Come on.
I know, people, you are so bad on this.
We failed this one. Yeah.
Okay, I will help you because we need to keep on.
Ah.
So, what was the last one?
What the?
It's attractive in appearance. Let's suppose we got, look, a lot of colorful places, a canal, which is similar to Venice, or...
The old-fashioned part got me confused. I mean, exactly what do you think it is old-fashioned?
Okay, and the word?
Oh.
Attractive in appearance, especially in the old way.
Wait, what?
Attractive in appearance, especially in old-fashioned way. The word is?
Quaint.
Quaint? Sure?
It ain't quaint?
Sure, I'm sure.
It ain't picturesque.
Picturesque is the word. Visually attractive.
Yeah, but it doesn't say anything about the old-fashioned way. I was thinking about that part. That's what got me confused.
Well, especially, but it's not the usual thing, no? Well, next one. Attractive because of being unusual and especially old-fashioned.
Yeah.
An unusual place.
Unusual.
Unusual.
Well.
So we got number 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. No more.
Well, the cabins on the beach are unusual. I guess I haven't seen those.
Okay.
I haven't seen those actually, so those are unusual to me. And the sixth one, I don't even know what that is.
Okay, I tell you, it is. Do you know Santorini, the place?
Nope.
No.
Well, Santorini is a special city in Greece, which has a lot of houses on a hill, but at the same time is next to the sea. They have most of the houses. They are painted in the same color, which is white, but some others, like this one, we have yellow or red, but in general they are white.
Oh, that's hard. Unusual, especially old fashion. Oof.
Remember that it's different houses on a hill.
Well, yeah, that's unusual
But at
actually.
the same time,
But I don't know if it's old fashioned.
Santorini is an old place.
Okay, the sixth one. I think the sixth one because the next one it says is quiet, private, and not near people. That's totally not near people. The one with the beach.
Yeah,
So
we got a lot of people here, so no. And the other is about harmful to people, animals, harmful chemicals around. So no, because there is like a blue sky and everything.
so that's smog.
No, yes, it is. Okay, no, people, you're taking a long time. So
Okay,
unusual, especially old-fashioned.
I think, yeah, the sixth one.
And Leo, you're just paying attention.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, it was. It's special. And the word?
Oh,
Quaint.
Quaint. Yes, it is quaint. Cool. Next one. Quiet, private, and not near people, roads or buildings. We get number 1, 2, 4, and 5.
That's 4. It's 4 because on the beach.
4?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yes, you got it. Cool. Next, to make an area or substance, usually air, water, or soil, dirty or harmful for people or to people, sorry, animals and plants, especially by adding harmful chemicals. That is easy.
Yep, the fifth one.
The first one?
The fifth one.
Ah, the fifth. Okay. Later.
Yeah, because all that smog, I thought they were clouds.
Yeah. The intention of the city, you know, the industries around.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. It's full of busy activity.
Second one, lots of people, easy to find.
Perfect. And of course, the last one, looking dirty or in bad condition and likely to be involved in dishonest or illegal activities. Of course, is the first one. What is the word?
It wasn't dangerous. It was something similar. Edgy? No, it was. It had something to do with edge.
Leo?
No, I don't know.
Edge.
I don't have a
something.
memory.
Ooh, city.
What? City. Dodgy.
Dodgy and city. Well, unsafe or
Dodgy
risk
was
with
confusing those
illegal.
words. Dodgy and
Alright.
city.
Okay, we had more vocabulary now
Yep.
to apply in our speaking part.
But can
Okay.
you provide that screenshot for us, please?
Excuse me?
Can you provide this screenshot for us, please?
Sure. At the end of the class, I will give you the screenshot in the Skype, okay?
Yep.
Cool. Now, we're going to have 1 minute and a half to describe as an assessment. You're going to describe a place, any place you want. If you want to describe your city or if you want to describe another city in the world. Remember using the expressions, right? The expressions we used at the beginning or vocabulary we already learned, okay? Yes?
Okay.
So I will just take this screen because I don't want to continue with that. I will be here again. Hello. So I want to listen 1 minute and a half, remember, to describe using the words we learned and the specific components, not location, weather, people, and attractions. Only in 1 minute, 1 minute and a half maximum. Okay? Who wants to start?
I guess I'm going to start.
Hey,
Okay,
Ray.
I'm gonna describe my city, Santa Marta, because mainly I don't know anywhere else. So it is a nice city, warm, and by warm I mean hot as hell. It's sunny most of the time, like most of the year, and like 4 days of rain a year. It's really hot in here. The people, well, it offers a nice place to get tan, I guess.
Right.
And the people are nice most of the time when they're not minding their own business. And there are good sides, the beaches. There are what else? Like
Attractions, cultural things.
yeah. There, well, here in Santa Marta, there's this place, the Rodadero, which is pretty popular among visitors because it's like this huge beach. People always go there. It's pretty nice and really, really nice water, and yeah, that's it. Beaches.
Okay, very good. Do you use some of the vocabulary? Excellent. Okay. Now, Leo, your turn.
Oh, okay. Give me a moment.
Okay.
Although I live in Tunja, I was born in Tunja, I would like to talk about Bogota. I would like to start off by saying that Bogota is a beautiful place, a big place. The weather is mild, sometimes it's very cold. There is something very important about places. There is such a wide variety available in order for people to have a good time. For example, you could go to the National Park or the Simon Bolivar's Park. And on the other hand, you could, there are some amusement places which you could have fun, such as Jorge Luis del Gaitán's theater, or maybe you could go to a concert to Julio Mario Santo Domingo's theater. There are some kind of things that they consider troublesome. For example, the traffic. There is a little bit of traffic jam, especially you could realize when going to Transmilenio. It's very crowded, noisy. I like this place because you could find many important facts that pertains to get a job easily. And when I was working there, I had the opportunity to make new friends, and I miss Bogota a lot because there is lots of movement there, and I wish I could go back again to that place.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much. Well, we used some of the words we learned today, and I hope you can continue applying on your normal speakings and your daily speaking chats. So don't forget, please, to check your vocabulary, and of course, I will share with you as soon as I can the vocabulary we learned.
Yeah,
As a feedback for both of you, I really enjoy this chat. You have a good level. We need to practice a little bit more on vocabulary because that's the most important part. But in general, grammar, construction, structures are used very, very well. So I don't have any problem with grammar. Only one thing I want to mention: remember, when you have prepositions and you want to connect with an infinitive verb, for example, something which Leo said at the beginning. When you say undescribe, but it's undescribing, right? Because you have preposition on and you have to connect with ing, right? Or, for example, when you say, to encourage people to go to the place. It's possible to say to encourage, or you can say for encouraging people to go to that place. Yeah, for example. So you have to use to or for the prepositions with ing, or on with the preposition ing at the end, with the suffix ing, right, at the end.
Thank you.
Well, people, it's excellent speaking you got. Of course, we need to practice a little bit more, but as you are learning, I am also practicing and learning new stuff with you. So it is really amazing, and it is a really significant experience for me to work with you. I don't know if you have any comment, or we can conclude our chat today.
I don't think so. I think I'm fine. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, good, Ray?
Okay, this chat always live up to my expectations. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for you to share this little time off with me, because I know you want to share with your family and everything, but well, you know, the time is running, so we need to keep working on our speaking exercises. Okay, so don't forget, if you want to continue with me, I have the same schedule next week.
Okay.
So if you want to practice
Sunday, 8 a.m.
remember, we have different tutors on weekdays. Good?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, my gentlemen, have an excellent day. Enjoy yourself, and nothing else. Just practice and keep working on your vocabulary. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, perfect. Have an excellent day. See you.
Yeah. See you next time.
All right, bye-bye.